Hi everyone, my name is Sarah. I work as Senior Creative Content Manager here at Getty Images, and I'm here to answer some common questions about stock imagery and tell you a bit about working as a creative contributor with Getty Images and iStock. So, what is stock? Stock is a term used to refer to a library of digital content, pictures, videos, music, illustrations that customers license to use for their projects. A royalty is then paid to the creator for each file that gets licensed. Think of the last picture you saw on a book cover, in a magazine article, or on a website. Chances are that imagery was licensed through stock. The global demand for visual content is massive and growing every day. When our customers need an image or video, they search our extensive collections of creative content for what they need to help them visually tell their story. This allows them to find exactly what they are looking for, and they can use the content immediately. Our imagery is supplied by a community of creative contributors like you who can submit through our mobile app or desktop platform for review. Once accepted, your work will be available online for customers to search and license. When our customers download content from Getty Images or iStock, essentially what they're doing is buying a standard license that gives them access to that imagery for any personal, business, or commercial purpose. This license allows them the flexibility to use the work however they need. On their end, the customer also agrees to certain terms of use. More than one customer can license the content at the same time. This gives your work the opportunity to be used in as many ways as possible. So your work could be used almost anywhere. Magazines, billboards, websites, apps, social media, TV and film, books, and product packaging, to name just a few. When a customer licenses your work, Getty Images and iStock pay you a share of the money. We call this a royalty. A royalty is a percentage of the price paid by the customer. Your earnings, that is, your royalties, will depend on two things. One, how often your imagery gets licensed. And two, how committed you are to creating imagery that customers need. The more relevant your work is to the creative briefs we provide, the more likely it'll stand out. And the more imagery you have overall on Getty Images and iStock, the more opportunities you'll have to earn royalties. So one common and very important question is whether you retain the copyright of your work. So absolutely, you always hold the copyright to your work. We're licensing your imagery to global customers on your behalf. How do you know where to get started and what material to shoot? When you join Getty Images or iStock, you become part of a dynamic creative community with access to all the resources you need to help you learn about the industry, as well as creative support and guidance. We provide easy-to-follow creative briefs to help you figure out what to shoot. These briefs are carefully researched and based on data and feedback from our customers, as well as needs and trends happening across the broad media landscape. With this creative collaboration, we're able to bridge global customer needs with your creative talent. So one of the key benefits to customers for licensing stock imagery from Getty Images and iStock is access to content that is model and property released. This means it is ready for them to use in any way they need. If your content includes recognizable people or properties, you're required to have written permission from those individuals or property owners to be shown in your work. So this informed consent is what makes up a model or property release. Also, it's really important that the work you submit doesn't contain copyrighted or trademarked material. For example, this could be logos on clothes or visible brands on objects. As you consider shooting for Getty Images and iStock, these are some key things to keep in mind so that your work is successful. Getty Images has well over 1 million customers around the world with endless needs, large and small, for every type of project you can imagine. We're constantly looking for inspiring new contributors to join our global community of award-winning content creators who are passionate about their work. Now that you have an idea about what stock imagery is, apply to work with us by downloading our Contributor by Getty Images app and help us move the world with imagery. I hope you found this information helpful.